What's going on, baseball fans? How are we doing? The Braves have taken a commanding lead in the National League Championship Series. The Houston Astros have gained the momentum over in the ALCS. We're going to talk about it all tonight. What is going on, everyone? How are we doing? Hello. I'm seeing... How many people we're seeing? I'm seeing 72 people in the chat right now, and it is 11:45 here on the East Coast. You guys are nuts. You guys are crazy. Thank you for joining my horrible-looking face at this time. I'm going to be honest. I'm really tired right now. I'm about to fall asleep. I've been working all day. I've been nonstop. I was doing the teaching this morning, and then I went and did Uber right after school today, and here I am. I got home to watch the game for a little bit. And I'm a sleepy man right now, but I'm going to get through it for you guys. But before I do get started, if anyone is new, hit that subscribe button for me. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the World Series. It's a bit of a stretch, but I think we can do it. We're closing in on 14.6K. So anyone new, think about hitting that subscribe button. Everyone, we are a few members away from 40. And hey, if you sign up to be a member for just 99 cents a month, you get the badges and emojis, Q&As for live shows in the future. Everyone, this Discord, you get access to a private Discord. It's been popping the last couple of days. I've been chit-chatting on there. And hey, good little baseball community, just talking baseball throughout the day. And the subreddit will be made this week. I actually looked into it today. I wasn't quite sure how to make it, but it looks like I have an idea of how to do it now. But that is there. That is available. Also, we have a link in the description if you want 10% off your first order of Dr. Squatch soap. I'm telling you, their soaps, they smell amazing. They even have a Star Wars series of soaps right now. They got some good stuff over there. They got shampoo, soap. They got all of it. If you want to smell better, then yeah, go check it out. But everyone, let's get to it here. Let's get to it. So, like I said last night, the Dodgers, they came back. They completely crushed all the hopes and dreams of Braves fans yesterday. Cody Bellinger, one swing of the bat, completely changed that game, and Mookie Betts driving in the game-winning run. But I said, if you were here last night, you heard me say, I think the Braves come back tomorrow, and I think they win this game. It's exactly what they did. Because you know what? They had a 3-1 lead last year, right? And they just let it slip. They let it completely slip. And I felt like, you know what? The mentality that they needed to have coming into this game, no nerves coming into this game, because they played a good game yesterday. They played, oh, we got a member! LDN has become the newest member of the channel. LDN, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Go to the community tab on my channel. You'll find the link to the Discord there, my friend. Thank you. But I said last night, Braves, I expected them to win this game because you know what? They played a good game yesterday. It was a good game all the way until Luke Jackson gave up the 3-run home run to Cody Bellinger. They had just a better overall game than the Dodgers did. They were in cruise control, and then they just let it slip late in the game. I felt like they were going to take that same mentality, come out today. I think they went into the dugout last night, or they went into the clubhouse after that loss, and they said, hey, fellas, we played a good game tonight. You know, we played a good game. Keep that same momentum going for tomorrow. And I felt like they were going to win today. And they did. Eddie Rosario. What a heck of a game for Eddie Rosario. This guy, if they win one more, this guy is easily the NLCS MVP. Absolutely. This guy's he's out of his mind. He was a double away from the cycle tonight and getting a home run instead. Are you kidding me? Eddie Rosario is out of his mind. And they basically got him for free. We'll talk more about the game here. And we'll talk about the Red Sox and the Astros too. The Astros, they are looking rather dandy right now. So let's get into it here. I got the music ready for you guys. We're going to set the mood here. Let's hit play. Okay, here we go. So let's start off. We got the most fresh game in our minds right now, the Dodgers and the Braves. So let's get this on here. Sharing the screen. Why is my music not playing? There's the music. Okay. But Stream Beats, if you want free background music for any videos, Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's all free. You can find it on Spotify. But so let's just get to this here. Let's just get to this. Braves completely just dominated this game, in my opinion. it's this Braves team. They're just looking extremely good right now. Everything is clicking for this Braves team. The offense is clicking. Maybe the first couple of games they had to scrap and claw there. They had to get a couple of walk-off wins. But I like that they really dug deep and won those games. And the offense has just been looking pretty good. They had the loss yesterday, but overall scoring 5 runs yesterday. That's not too bad. And then just blowing it out today, 9 runs. Eddie Rosario leading the charge today, 4 for 5. He is hitting .588 in this series. Are you kidding me? This guy drove in 4 runs today. Let's just break down everything that happened in this game. Let's just go over all of the scoring plays. And like I said, Eddie Rosario, star of the show, got it started with a home run. Adam Duvall providing some power. This guy that's all he does is provide the power. Freddie Freeman starting to come alive a little bit, getting a home run today, getting in on the action. Had a ground rule double late in the game there towards the end in the 9th inning. Jock Peterson still doing Jock Peterson kind of things. It's always Jocktober when Jock Peterson's in. Adam Duvall had another run driven in there with a sac fly in the 5th. The Dodgers, really the only thing they got today, AJ Pollock, just the base hit that scored 2. But like I said, Freddie Freeman with the RBI ground rule double there in the 9th, and Eddie Rosario was going for the cycle, ended up getting a home run. So, and a 3-run home run at that. So the Braves offense, they're just clicking all over the place. Imagine if they had a Jorge Soler. Imagine if Jorge Soler was involved in this. But let's take a look at the pitching. And actually, they had some bad news. Huascar Noah actually got removed from the NLCS roster today. I thought maybe he would get the start. It was looking like he would probably get the start today. So what the Braves actually ended up having to do, they had to go with an opener tonight. So let's go to the box score here. So they opened with Chavez. He pitched an inning, clean inning, bringing in Drew Smyly. Drew Smyly's been, I guess, okay this year for the Braves. If we actually... Oh, what just happened to my screen here? But Drew Smyly this year, I feel like he wasn't horrible for the Braves. Looking at his numbers, I mean, it was a 4.48 ERA. I feel like the FIP was okay. I feel like it was maybe a little above that. What was his FIP this year? It was okay. It was a 5.11, so a little higher. Still not great. But Drew Smyly, I mean, what I like about Drew Smyly is this guy, he's just going to attack you with curveballs. I love that with him. He's just different, you know? That if I could pick one word for Drew Smyly, it's different. So let's actually go to the breakdowns here. Drew Smyly today, he threw 56 pitches total in, 3 2/3 innings, 3 1/3. So taking a look at all the pitches that he threw, 37 curveballs, 12 cutters, 7 four-seamers. So the Dodgers, like I said, AJ Pollock was able to get something off of him. But overall, Drew Smyly, yeah, getting it done for the most part, especially in a bit of a little adversity in this game, not having a Huascar Noah. They had to really kind of throw these guys in there and trying to just, bridge the gap to the next guy, it felt like. So overall, great performance from the pitching today. Only 4 hits allowed. And then Urias got the start today for the Dodgers. Just not effective overall. Let's actually go take a look at Urias here. Let's take a look at his breakdown. So for Urias... 46 curveballs today, really leading it with the curveball today. 26 fastballs, 19 changeups. He had 1 sinker in there. The highest exit velocity that he did give up was 97.5 miles an hour off of a fastball. Or that was the average that he gave up. And then, and then the max that he gave up was 108.9 miles an hour. And let's actually go here to the breakdown. Let's go to the highest exit velocity. Albert Pujols actually had the hardest hit ball in the 7th inning there, 111 miles an hour. Freddie Freeman, he took it out. That was off of Urias, and he just torched that ball. They were getting a lot of hard hit balls today, the Braves. They were completely locked in. Just look at all the hard hit balls from the Braves. Freeman, Darno, Duvall, Darno again, Rosario with the home run in the 9th. These guys were just locked in all day. You got to love what the Braves did. If you're looking towards and then just real quick, I'll take a look at the offense. I mean, besides Pollock, there just wasn't really anything going on. Betts was quiet at the top. Seager was quiet. Justin Turner actually, in case you missed it, came out of the game with a hamstring injury. Didn't look good. He had to get helped off the field. I don't think Justin Turner is going to be back in this series. That's a bit of a blow to the Dodgers, already missing a Max Muncy, and now you're not going to have Justin Turner. You just lost your entire corner infield there. So that's a lot of production, not having those two guys. So I mean, sure, you got Pujols there, but I mean, really, at the end of the day, when you're losing Justin Turner and Max Muncy, you're in a little bit of trouble. But just nothing going on today. Nothing going on. Pujols had the base hit. Turner did have a hit, but again, came out of the game. Bellinger did get involved there, had a double. Bellinger's starting to come alive. You're starting to see some Cody Bellinger here, and I actually read today. I was kind of wondering, and I'm glad this article came up. I think it was on The Athletic. I'm not sure where I read it, but Cody Bellinger, it's just been a mechanical thing. What Bellinger was having problems with is he was, instead of stepping forward towards the pitcher, this guy was stepping more towards first base. So front shoulder was flying open. Mechanics were all out of whack. But you got to remember here with Cody Bellinger, this is a guy who's had some injuries this year. When you're just not in a routine, when you're getting hurt, the guy had a fracture in his leg, for crying out loud. So no surprise to see it's taking him a little, to come alive now. So that bat is really starting to look good. It always felt like to me it was just more of a mechanical thing for Cody Bellinger, especially with the kind of swing that he has. So when Cody Bellinger, I've said this before, I remember saying this like 4 or 5 years ago, or whatever it was, 3-4 years ago, where the guy just has such a big swing. And I was like, if that guy goes in a slump, it could be a long slump for Cody Bellinger, because there's just a lot going on in that swing. And when he's locked in, he's as locked in as anyone. But when he's in a slump, you can see this year he slumped all year. So it's nice to see Bellinger coming alive here, especially if Justin Turner is going to be out for the rest of this series. That's going to be really important for Cody Bellinger to start getting in the zone here. And it's nice to see him get a hit today. For the Dodgers and the Braves, I'm going to say this right off the bat. I think this series is over. I think it's over. I think this is done. I think the Braves are winning this series. I wouldn't be surprised if they close it out tomorrow. I think it's done. I think the Braves, they know what the task is right now. They had a 3-1 series lead. And funny enough, the way the series went last year is exactly how the series is going this year. It's the exact same result. Braves won the first 2 games. Dodgers won game 3. Braves won game 4. It's exact same. This year, they know what's going on here. They know this happened last year. They're shutting this down. I'm saying it. I know my predictions aren't exactly great all the time, but I feel good about this one. I feel good. Can't wait for the Dodgers to win 3 straight and just completely prove me wrong. But no, I like the Braves here. I just really like what they have going on. The Dodgers are extremely thin on starting pitching right now. I mean, who do you got for tomorrow? What are you doing for tomorrow? I mean, you got Scherzer on 3 days rest. Is that what you're going to do? And Scherzer hasn't looked very sharp. Urias did not look sharp here. Buehler just got knocked around in last night's game. That's not going to happen. Were you going Knievel again? I mean, you're going to have a bullpen game tomorrow. That bullpen is really going to have to step up. Bullpen overall, I mean, Gonsolin, he just got torched. So you're not going to see Gonsolin probably tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know here. I mean, I'm trying to figure out a way here for the Dodgers. I'm trying to see some kind of a light. They're going to have a bullpen completely step up for them, and they're just going to have to outslug this Braves team. That's the only way they're going to be winning this game. You're probably going to have Knievel open the game tomorrow, because I don't. Do you go Scherzer on 3 days rest? I mean, I guess you could, but I don't know. In his career, let's actually see on 3 days rest. Taking a look, 3 days rest. So he's actually never started a game on 3 days rest. Am I reading that correctly? Yeah, he's never started a game on 3 days rest. And well, I don't know if that's counting the postseason. This is regular season at least. I'm sure he started a game on 3 days rest in the postseason. So actually, let me go to the postseason stats. Will that tell me in the postseason pitching stats? Again, it has the regular season splits. I can't remember if he's... I'm sure he has. Whatever. Let's say Scherzer comes in. Let's say he comes into tomorrow's game. The guy I mean, he's been, the numbers are there, but it's not the sharp Max Scherzer that we're used to seeing. He looked okay in, what was it? It was game 2. Let's go back to game 2 here. Again, the Braves did walk off with that. Scherzer, he went 4 1/3. You know, he looked okay at times. Like, he started off okay, but the Braves really started to get to him there. He did strike out 7 overall. I don't know. It's like, I'm not confident in Max Scherzer right now. Could he come out tomorrow? Maybe he's come out of the bullpen, or could he go Knievel? You know, go for an inning and then have Scherzer come out for a few. I don't know. I mean, the one thing that I can see one bright side here with the Dodgers. I can see one bright side. You didn't have Kelly go tonight. You didn't have Vesia. You didn't have Trinan. You didn't have Jansen tonight. So you do got some big arms for the bullpen tomorrow. So they could put together a good bullpen game. But here's the other thing that I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the other side. I'm looking at the team on the other side here, and I'm just taking a look at who they're probably going to have going. Or no, it's not even probably. It's a sure thing now. It's Max Fried. Max Fried's been fantastic this postseason. I mean, sure, the Dodgers have seen him once. Maybe they could, reverse their fortunes here. The Dodgers could win this game tomorrow. I'm not completely dismissing it, but I think this series is done. I think it's done. I could see the Braves winning tomorrow. Maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself with that one. But I don't think this series goes 7. I don't think it goes 7. I don't think it's going past 6. Because I think it's just logistically. Right now, the Braves should win this in no less than 6. Or in no less than 7. They should win this series. If they don't, this will be one of the biggest choke jobs. This will be more of a choke job than last year. I just think the Braves are going to come out battling tomorrow. I think they just see their opportunity here. First World Series since 1999. These guys are going to come out with just lasers in their eyes tomorrow. And if they don't win tomorrow, they're not losing game 6. I mean, come on, right? I mean, they can't lose game 6, right? I don't know. But I'm thinking here, this is tough. This is tough for the Dodgers. Right now, it is just the Braves just logistically have the advantage. They got the rested starting pitcher for tomorrow. They got the lineup that's firing. The bullpen has been, besides Luke Jackson, has been good. I don't know. I'm worried for the Dodgers. I don't know if this is going to be the same result as last year. I'm trying to find something. You could have a bullpen game tomorrow. And then if you can win tomorrow, I will say this. If the Dodgers win tomorrow, they could definitely come back and win it. They could. Because you just have to get by tomorrow. So, but I think if you're the Braves, we got a super chat. It's your boy with a $4.99 super chat. What's going on? Trying to chase the Giants end of the year. Pitching injuries and Roberts using up the rotation last series has seriously hurt them. Love the channel. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I agree. I just think the Dodgers, it's not like they don't have the talent. I just think logistically, they got injuries. It's funny because this team was so full of depth, and now that's the problem. And I just think it's going to come down to depth. But again, if the Dodgers can win tomorrow, they could win this series. Absolutely. Because you got, you could go Walker Buehler on short rest. You could go Urias again, in a game 7. Scherzer will be in the mix somewhere in the next 3 games. You got a chance. It's not over by any means, but I'm really leaning towards the Braves here. Last year, when the Dodgers fell behind 3-1, there was something in my gut last year where I felt good about the Dodgers coming back. I don't want to say I didn't feel good, but I almost felt at ease with it, if that makes any sense. I didn't feel worried. I'll go back to 2007. To go on a journey with me, everyone. 2007. Red Sox down 3-1 to the Cleveland Indians. You want to know a true story? I wasn't even worried. I was not even worried. I actually even wrote an article on Bleacher Report. I'm going to prove to you all. I think it was it Bleacher Report or was it I don't know. Let's see. Raw behind Bleacher Report. Let's see if we can go back in time here and pull up here we go. Yes. About, what was it, 10 years ago? I was actually writing like post-game wrap-ups on bleacherreport.com. Look at this. 2009. Oh man, do we want to look at these second half picks from 2009? Do we want to see how bad these are? Anyway, how do I get to my little profile here? But I had an article here. Let's actually see. Red Sox, Indians. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. I swear on my life, I wrote an article on this. I was quite the I don't know, I was quite into writing at the time. But what is this? I even wrote an article about John Lester. I swear on my life, I wrote an article. I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe it wasn't on Bleacher Report. Maybe. Oh, you know what it was on? I think it was on Facebook. I think it was on Facebook. They used to have like these message boards. I don't even remember. Whatever. I tried to go back in time and find it. This is embarrassing. What can I say? But let's just go back to that series really quick. So, hold on. Let me go back here. So, 2007, the Red Sox fell down 3-1. They lined up very well starting pitching-wise. They had Josh Beckett for Game 5. They had Kurt Schilling for Game 6. And they had Dice K for Game 7 and whoever else could go on the mound that night. I was not worried about the Red Sox in that series. Everyone was jumping off of a cliff. They were all saying the end was nigh. But here was me. I was cool, calm, and collected. And they came back and won that series. That's how I felt about the Dodgers last year. I wasn't really worried. I felt like the Braves had more pressure last year than the Dodgers did. I felt like the Dodgers had more... I felt like the Braves had more to lose than the Dodgers did. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I was not worried about the Dodgers last year. This year, I am. I'm worried about the Dodgers. I have this weird feeling in my gut. It's a weird feeling. And I just feel like the Braves, they're going to close this out. I don't think it goes past Game 6. I think it's over. But that's what I have. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win this series? Do you think the Dodgers come back and win this? It would have to be in 7. What do you think the Braves close it out in 5? Do you think they close it out in 6? I want to see your picks in the chat. Let me know. E. Gonzalez. I'm seeing a super chat. It has yet to pop up. There it is. Y'all remember the 4th place Pacoda projections? That was you're talking about the Giants, right? Oh, let's go back to those Pacoda projections from 2021. All right, you guys are coming in here. You're telling me what's going to end up happening. LDN, he's saying Braves in 5. It's done tomorrow. Corey Austin, he's just saying the Braves. He doesn't know when, but he's just saying Braves. Kira's got the Braves. Andrew Baseball's got Braves. Mark Roberts, Braves in 6. Haley says Braves in 5. Mickey Thomas, that 07 postseason was crazy. That was a crazy postseason. That was a wackadoodle postseason. Shorts McDagger, I love that name, by the way. Braves in 5, he says. David Alcs, we're not talking about the Astros right now. Please, I'm having enough pain as it is. At least spare me a little longer before I have to talk about the Astros. Braves in 5 from Aaron Lynn and Corey Austin. Ariston Bowers. Oh, they had the Braves in 4th. Oh man, I guess had a video playing the entire time. MLB.com, man, they're gonna flag me. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. I had the Braves making the playoffs. I had a horrible pick. Did I have the Braves making the playoffs? Oh, I don't know. I had the Mets winning the division. I know. Horrible pick. News is in. Justin Turner is done for the season. So even if there's a World Series, he's not playing. Or if the Dodgers make the World Series, he's not playing. But yes, I had the Mets winning the division. I know I got way too ahead of myself. I'll be better next year. Okay, I'll be better. Okay. But I did have the Braves, I believe, winning a wild card. I don't remember what happened after that. I think I had the Padres beating the Braves. So I wasn't very high on the Braves either, I guess. But Pacoda, before I move on here, Pacoda had some pretty bad picks. They had the Angels finishing in second. I went for a crazy pick. I went bold, and I had the Angels winning that division. I know. We got to do a video on how bad my picks were before the season. I'll do a video on that soon. Maybe I'll do that after the World Series is over. I'll do that after. And, yeah, we can all laugh at me, and it'll be fun. But for the Braves, I think this is done. I think it's done. So let's move on here. Let's go to the Astros absolutely pummeling my Red Sox today. I mean, what is going on in this series? This isn't just a back and forth series. This is the king of back and forth series. You got the Red Sox blowing out the Astros in a couple of games. Then you got the Astros blowing out the Red Sox. It's just back and forth. I mean, Red Sox scored how many runs in games 2 and 3? It was 21 runs total, I believe. It was, 21 runs total. And then you got the Astros, 18 runs total in the last 2. This is like, again, if you want the king of back and forth, this is it right now. So the Astros right now absolutely have all the momentum. As a Red Sox fan, I'll be honest with you. You know what? You guys know me. I'm always down the middle. I'm never going to, I'm not going to be Giraffe Nick. Okay, maybe I'll have a Giraffe Nick Robbie moment here and there. But I feel like you all have come to know me as someone that will go down the middle. I feel like the Astros are winning this. Not because they're just ahead. I just don't see the Red Sox winning 2 games in Houston. I think they could win game 6. I think they could force a game 7. I actually feel like that's probably the way for this series to get decided. It's back and forth. It's just 2 good teams going at it. I think in the end, the Astros find a way to prevail. They have somehow found a way to stay in. They stayed in this series. That was a big win last night. Big win. And then winning again today. Let's just get into it here. Let's get through all the scoring. 9 runs. We got a lot of scoring to get through. Yordan Alvarez had himself a heck of a game today. Yuli Gurriel had himself a heck of a game today. Each of those guys had 3 hits. Let's actually go to the box score. Looking at Yordan Alvarez, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Gurriel, 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Jose Siri with a couple RBIs as well. The Astros were just all over the place. Brantley with 2 hits. I mean, come on now. Tucker, 1 for 4 tonight. I mean, they just had offense all over the place. Jose Altuve had a hit. He was able to score a couple of runs there. The Astros, again, this offense is scary. I've never once blinked at this Houston Astros team. Even when they were getting blown out and all of Red Sox Nation was going on Twitter and they were saying, oh my gosh, this series is over. This series is done. Nope. I sat back and I said, nope. I think these people, they got to calm down a little bit. The Red Sox Nation, you got to calm down. And here we are. So you can never sleep on this Astros team. They're too good. They're too talented. Dusty Baker, sure, he's never been able to win the big one, but Dusty Baker is a great manager. They got a great coaching staff there. It's a very good Astros team. Sure, they got embarrassed for a couple of games. You can't sleep on this Astros team. You could go beat them 25-0, and they can come back and score 13 on you the next day. This is a winning team. They have a winning pedigree. Sure, whatever. They had the trash can thing, but I was over the trash cans last year. They made it to Game 7. They were down 3-0 to the Rays, and they came all the way back. Almost made it to the World Series. So I was over the trash can thing last year. This year, I mean, whatever, hey, I mean, I guess some of the jokes are kind of funny still, but it's time to move on. This team is good. They're a good team. I was worried about the pitching, but Framber Valdez today, a heck of an outing. 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts. He did give up the home run, but, I mean, that's all the Red Sox had, and that came in what inning was it again? Schwarber. So, or no, that wasn't, no, wait. Who the heck hit the home run today? I'm going so blank. Oh, Devers. That's right. Devers in the 7th. But overall, it's just, I mean, what a performance for Framber Valdez today, considering how thin this starting pitching was. You had Greinke go an inning and a third yesterday. I mean, you had a complete bullpen game. This is exactly what the Astros needed. Exactly what the Astros needed. I mean, what else is there to say? I will say this. I was listening to the game today. I wasn't actually able to watch because I was doing the Ubers. I was giving rides. And the guys on WEEI, they actually said, and I'm not trying to start anything here. I'm actually all for it. I'm actually, you know, I don't know if this has been talked about anywhere else. I actually don't mind it because this is going to get back into the grip stuff a little bit. But supposedly, Framber Valdez was touching his neck a lot whenever he would get a new ball. He would touch his neck. And I don't know, the guys on WEEI were saying that he was constantly doing it. Not sure if maybe he was just rubbing some sweat, trying to get something, but something to keep an eye out for, pay attention. Maybe that, I'm not like, you know, trying to say anything bad here. I'm just saying maybe that could end up being something that turns into a story. So be on the lookout for that. But Framber Valdez, whatever, threw a fantastic game today. So 8 innings. Fantastic. This is exactly what the Astros needed. They needed a guy to go deep into this game, and Framber Valdez did just that. Ryan Stanek, easy inning there to close it out. Red Sox bullpen, terrible. Sale was okay today. He was okay. Definitely a lot better than what he was in game 1. 5 1/3. Only gave up 3 hits, but just overall ineffective. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. I mean, what else is there to expect against this Astros lineup? It's a difficult lineup. Chris Sale would probably tell you this is probably the most difficult lineup he's ever had to face. So, the one thing I will give the Red Sox, the one advantage I will give the Red Sox here, is they have the starting pitching lined up a little better for game 6 and 7. If you're the Astros, I'm guessing you could go Odorizzi tomorrow. I mean, do you go Odorizzi? You're not going to go Luis Garcia, I would imagine. You're going to go Odorizzi, I would think. If you are going to go Odorizzi tomorrow, let me know, Astros fans, who would you want to start game 6, or not tomorrow, sorry, on Friday. Game 6 is in Houston on Friday. But Astros fans, let me know, who would you want to have start game 6? I mean, you could go, I don't know if Luis Garcia is going to be ready. Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be all right? I guess it just depends on how the knee is. It said he was, I guess he was feeling all right. It didn't sound like he was doing great, but that's something to keep an eye on. Will Luis Garcia be healthy enough to start? Will he come out of the bullpen? I'm guessing Odorizzi is going to make some kind of he's going to make another appearance, I would imagine. We'll have to wait and see who ends up starting. Either way, the fact that it's a question mark is a bit of a concern to me. So, I mean, sure, it was a question mark, you know, with Zach Greinke starting yesterday, and that ended up working out. But still, a question mark is a question mark. Right now for the Red Sox, I would imagine you're going to have Nathan Eovaldi go game 6. That seems to make sense. I'm sure he did come in the game. And I'm going to say this right now. Red Sox Nation, hear me out here. We got to move on from the game last night with the strike 3 call. We got to move on. It's just getting, listen, calls go both ways. I understand it was not a well umpired game. It was not. There were a lot of missed calls. The Astros had a lot of calls not go their way. The Red Sox had calls not go their way. Listen, I understand, and I had someone tell me this earlier. Oh, Gus Shiggins with a $9.99 super chat. What's going on? Made a deal with God that if the Astros won, I'd send a super chat. So, well, Gus Shiggins, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for talking to the man above. I appreciate that. Gus, thank you so much. You were awesome, my friend. But listen, I had someone tell me today, well, Robbie, the difference is, well, that happened in a key moment at the end of the game. Well, last time I checked, every single moment in the postseason is a key moment. I don't care if it's the first inning, the second inning, the third inning. If you're in the postseason, if you're in a playoff game, every single moment is important. So the Astros had calls not go their way. They're all key moments. I don't care if it's the 9th, the 12th, the 5th, the 1st. It could, I don't know, whatever. It goes both ways. And I just think it's the one thing, if the Red Sox end up losing this series, I already know I'm going to see it. You're going to see People say, oh, well, if the ump, didn't make that call, this could have gone a different way. No, you have opportunities all over the place. I get it. I know it's frustrating. I know that. But calls go both ways. The whole game is important. So it got to move on. You got to think about the next game. I just knew the baseball writers of America, they're gonna take advantage of that. They're gonna post it all over Twitter and just whatever, try to get clicks and likes and retweets and whatever. So yeah, it was just, I don't know. To me, that didn't dictate the game. You know what dictated the game for me? I talked about this last night. I think Alcs Cora overmanaged that game. I thought about it more today. I did say this last night. Connor Burton has become a member. Connor Burton, welcome, my friend. Welcome. I really appreciate you becoming a member. I think we are 2 people away from 40 members. Can we hit 40 members tonight? But to me, the moment that I think changed the momentum of this series, and hey, tell me if I'm wrong. If you disagree, let me know. I think Alcs Cora overmanaged the game, and I think he took Nick Pivetta out too early. I think that's what it was. Nick Pivetta was at 65 pitches through 5 innings. He only gave up 2 hits up to that point. Why is Nick Pivetta coming out of the game? Because your numbers are telling you that he's not good once he starts to get into deeper counts. Last time I checked, this is the postseason. The guy's given up 2 hits. He's looked great. Why are you taking him out? So that, to me, you overmanaged that part of the game. And logistically, the Red Sox ran out of gas at the end. I mean, sure, Nathan Eovaldi came in there, but the guy was overthrowing out of the bullpen. He was completely overthrowing in that game. And also, one more thing about that strike 3 call. It wasn't even a clear-cut strike. Anyone was in that position. Don't even tell me. Put yourself in that position. Guarantee you would be like, ooh, I don't know. That was a tough one. That was a tough call. I mean, sure, I know he missed a lot of calls last night, but that was one of the more difficult ones out of all of them. That was not a clear-cut strike. When I saw that pitch, it didn't look good. It was a curveball that stayed up in the zone, and it just came back a little bit and caught the very edge. I don't know. That to me, it's I've seen way worse strike calls get missed. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm moving on from that. But Nick Pivetta being taken out of the game, that was what I think turned this series around. The Red Sox, their bullpen, they just ran out of gas there. If you had left Pivetta in for an inning or two, I just think you would have been just better set up for the end of the game. Framber Valdez was the perfect example today. Framber Valdez was the perfect example. He went 8 innings today. This is exactly what you need. They're starting pitchers. Leave them in. Let them pitch. Stop taking them out in the 5th inning, the 6th inning. Let them go deep. Where are the old school ways where a guy would go a complete game and it was just like the same thing as going home and making a sandwich. It's like you're taking them out of the 5th inning and you're just over managing these games. Alcs Cora, I think, is the best manager in Major League Baseball. Sure, you can call me Giraffe Neck Robbie for saying that. But Alcs Cora, I personally feel over-managed the game yesterday. And I feel why is Martin Perez coming in the game? Why is he came in today, they were getting blown out. That's when you should be bringing in a Martin Perez. Why is he even on this roster in the first place? The fact that Martin Perez came into that game last night in a key spot, it was only 3-2 at that point. And Martin Perez is coming in the game? What are you doing? I don't know. I just disagree with me if you want. I mean, these are just my opinions, but I don't know. Bryce, what's going on? Bryce McIntyre, 499 Super Chat. Greinke didn't get a strike 3 call in the 1st inning. Yes. An actual strike 3. Next hitter, Xander goes yard. Goes both ways. And so you're never going to see me, even if it was a really bad call, you have an entire game to win a game. It doesn't come on one pitch. You have many pitches that were thrown in the game. It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. You got to move on. But I know, if the Red Sox lose this series, unfortunately, Red Sox Nation, there's going to be a lot of people that are still going to harp on that call. So, but great game for the Astros today. One big. Framber Valdez did exactly what you need to do. He needed to give the bullpen a rest. Came through. So, moving on to Game 6. Now, Nathan Eovaldi will be getting the start. Where I think the Red Sox have the advantage in this game, well, first off, the Astros, you don't even know who's pitching. I mean, you could go Odorizzi, you could go Garcia. I don't know. The question is, it's a question mark. You don't know what's going to happen. But I think Nathan Eovaldi, it is going to be, I think, just better than it was in Game 2. You got to remember, he sat down for, what was it, like 5 hours? Because, you know, Jake Odorizzi had to warm up, which I was completely okay with. Oh, Jack Surtees with a $4.99 Super Chat. The Yankees have been at home for 2 weeks. Hey, that is a bright spot. That is a bright spot. The Yankees have been sitting at home. Aaron Boone coming back. And, hey, you know, the Yankees. What are you going to be doing this offseason? I'm pretty excited, actually. I'm very intrigued with what the Yankees are going to do in the offseason. So they could end up having a really good offseason. We'll have to wait and see. But, Jack, that is a bright spot. Nathan Eovaldi, I think he's going to be in a better spot tomorrow. I don't think we're going to see what ended up happening in Game 2 again. I keep saying tomorrow. Sorry, Friday. I keep thinking tomorrow's Friday. I wish tomorrow was Friday. But Eovaldi's getting the start. I think the Red Sox, they have the advantage here already. They're getting the day off. Bullpen is going to get some rest needed. But the Astros, their bullpen's now is going to be very rested. At one point, this bullpen for the Astros, it was looking like, well, this bullpen is completely taxed. Well, now they've basically had 2 days off, you know, minus Stanek going today. So the Astros bullpen is going to be very well rested. So I think the bullpen will be ready to go. It's going to be some kind of a bullpen game, whatever they end up doing, managing the innings. I think the Astros will have a good chance. I'm going to say Red Sox, they could definitely force a Game 7 here. I'm more confident about the Braves closing it out tomorrow than I am about the Astros winning Game 6. That's just where I'm at. I definitely think the Astros, they're that good. They could definitely end this series on Friday. And I mean, they've already seen it. That's another thing for the Astros, though. You could give the Astros this advantage. They've already seen Nathan Eovaldi a couple of times now. So that's an advantage. And for these hitters that are already top-notch, some of the best hitters in the league, and you've already seen Nathan Eovaldi a couple of times in this series, that could end up being a bad sign. You know, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I think this could go either way in Game 6. I think the Red Sox could win on the road. I just think it's been that back and forth to where it seems like a Game 7 is the only way to decide this. But then again, the Astros are that good. So, in the end, I hope I'm wrong. But I think we're going to see a Braves-Astros World Series. And if that ends up being the World Series, I think that's exciting. I think that's phenomenal. At this point, I think I would rather see Astros-Braves. Because this Braves team, they have been so good in the second half. And they have fought against all adversity. They were just down in the division by, 8 games. They lost Ronald Acuna Jr., who I think would have ended up winning the MVP. This Braves team, I would love to see this Braves team in the World Series. I would love to see this Braves team win the whole thing. I love the starting pitching. I love the offense. I love the bullpen. I love this team. I love their manager. I just love everything going on with the Braves. And I would love to see that Braves team in a World Series. I think that would be great. I would love to see, Charlie Morton going up against the Astros in the World Series. I think that would be phenomenal. Of course, I would love to see my Red Sox in the World Series, but at the end of the day, or, playing the Braves. But hey, this Astros team, that offense going up against that starting pitching for the Atlanta Braves, that's a treat. That's a treat. So we'll have to wait and see. We got some important games on. Game 5, Game 5, Dodgers and the Braves in LA tomorrow. That is at 8:08 Eastern time. I will probably be live for that, so be on the lookout for that. And then we have the Red Sox and the Astros, Game 6 in Houston, 8:08 Eastern time, Friday night. Everyone, that is all I have for tonight. But before I do get out of here, if you are new, you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of the World Series. If you can, everyone, hit that like button for me on your way out. Hit that bell button for me. Share this for anyone that wasn't able to come in. We have memberships on the channel now for just 99 cents a month. Badges and emojis, Discord, Reddit, Q&As. You get it all. And then link in the description for Dr. Squatch. So that is all I have for tonight, everyone. I am tired. I'm going to get to bed. Have a good night tonight, however late you end up staying up. Have a good day tomorrow. I will be here live for the Game 5 watch party with the Braves and the Dodgers. Everyone, thank you for stopping by tonight. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll talk to you next time.